Roses are red, violets are blue, Neo and Remo cast TeD Cup for you. Happy Valentine, my dear!
And it couldn't be a more beautiful one, because today is the final day of TeD Cup 12. We have 2 more matches, actually almost 3 more matches, and yeah, the best has been reserved for last. 4 more players, 1 champion to be made, and we can't wait.
Exactly. Yesterday we had the round of 6, basically, with the rest of round of 8 Group B. And who was superior? Obviously, Happy. FoCuS was no match to him, so he stands in the grand final. The other semi-final was a little closer, but Moon, in the end, despite losing his packed Zeppelin 3 times, was better than Kaho and took him home 3-1. So this is the grand final. It's Moon versus Happy. It's an absolute classic. It's a WGL grand final rematch, but that is for later, because we start with the match for the golden pineapple, as we say in Germany. The game for third is Kaho versus your new dearest FoCuS. I gotta say, Mr. Remo Demo, yesterday FoCuS didn't look too hot. Hopefully he can change it today.
Well, I may want to point your attention towards something we talked about before in the second group stage. You know, somebody said FoCuS would make it out. And somebody else said Lawlight was gonna make it out.
Yeah, I remember.
That was pretty interesting. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but Lawlight got 0 maps in the second group stage. So I feel like there something may have gone awry. And yeah, FoCuS bested yesterday by Happy. But still, all in all, the last couple of TeD Cups, if you combine them together, FoCuS is one of the most successful players, right? Won the last edition. Match against Lin, and now again in the top 4. So FoCuS, this is his new tournament, it seems like.
That's how you want to start Valentine's Day, huh? With pointing towards my mistakes. Nice of you. But yeah,
The prophet.
You earned the bag of potatoes that you won with that bet. I agree. Let's see what he can bring to the table here. We have no Demon Hunter, but instead a Keeper of the Grove as Kaho's opener. And FoCuS is not following into Lin's footsteps with the Shadow Hunter first shenanigans. No, it's the standard Blade Master.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the Demon Hunter is being played a bit in this matchup, but depends really on the map. Only way can creep him well. So here it still seems to be Keeper most of the time from what we've seen. And both players here creeping a bit at the start. FoCuS with some pretty unfortunate items. That is off-brand for him. Didn't get anything for scouting. Only got the gauntlets and no claws in the shop either. Too bad.
Yeah, that was the same yesterday. I was waiting for multiple claws and all the mana items. Well, on one map you got the double big mana potion. Still wasn't enough to beat Happy. But in general, his items subpar, I'd say. On the other side, it's not that different. We got a ring and slippers for the Keepers. So item-wise, pretty bad start to the day. FoCuS with good scouting in the north, though.
And the Keeper is shocking around looking for perhaps a stray grunt or maybe some creeps to go for. I was creeping the Tuskars just with 2 treants.
What?
Oh, that's something I don't think I've seen before. This perhaps not gonna get scouted by FoCuS. He's creeping with Lightning Shield himself. That's also pretty cute. Taking out the warrior there, getting more experience for himself. And the ring. Jesus Christ, these items are terrible. And the Keeper is getting the mage. I cost him some mana, but very valuable.
Wow, he keeps the entire camp as well as he's not distracted at all. Now the Blade Master finds him. Might lead to some last hits as the Grunt's coming in as well. FoCuS, how good are your last click abilities? So far taking care of the treants only. As he knows, once the treants are gone, there's no chance for Kaho to cause any ruckus and now has to leave. But yeah, Scroll of the Beast, pretty good for a Mass Tier 1 army.
Yeah, absolutely. With the right timing, that is wonderful. And mid-game creeping for the Shadow Hunter isn't going to be so easy anymore. The cheese has already been taken off the bread here at the Tuskars. Also at the green camp, the item carrier is gone. So it seems like the Shadow Hunter will have to rely on the gold mine creep to get decent levels. And this is something that Kaho perhaps can keep in mind. If he wants to be aggressive, attacking the gold mine might be the right place to go. But first, he needs level 3. Without level 3, it's not going to be very scary.
A player's forces are
Okay.
under attack.
Blade Master healing up, full HP. But that's about it. Maybe he can get some revenge. Yep, with the lightning shield creep. Kaho, almost with good scouting. He didn't look around the corner. He doesn't look. He doesn't know that FoCuS is here. So he gets that camp and will also be creep jack. Another ring, man. This is a disaster. Another lightning shield, I mean. Also not that great. So with an entangle, that's an easy last hit. Parry up helps against the Blade Master, obviously. And this is a crucial stage. Can Kaho establish that second base or not?
Forces are under attack.
It's like crazy Blade Master items, dude. Double wand and ring and gauntlets. Oh, cute play here with the... Oh, he kills the archer! Mirror image and lightning shield. Damn. Okay. The swag award for map 1 goes to FoCuS. If he dies now, that would be kind of funny. But no, he's got mirror image.
Yeah, looks fine so far. He unfolds Shaman, he unfolds Raiders. With that, a lot more control in FoCuS's build alongside the Shadow Hunter, who will, of course, go for Serpent Wards and Heal Wave. But how do you creep now? The big Tuska is gone. It's a little bit of experience left, but yeah, that was not only a stolen scroll of the beast, was also a delay on the level 3 Shadow Hunter.
Yeah, it's gonna take quite some time. And here, this is what I talked about before. Kaho, smart to go over to the gold mine. He either finds the Shadow Hunter here for a great creep jack, or he can just steal the camp away. He knows how important this gold mine is. And the Keeper just got the level 3 to have the power to confidently be moving here in the south of the map. FoCuS, moving out of his main base, runs into the arms of the Keeper. This is dangerous, needs to react quickly. These grunts can still die easily. We don't have Shaman out yet. Well, but they're coming now.
Kaho playing according to the meta with the aggressive Keeper and Alchemist. Blade Master not in the north, only moving there now. Should still have the time to untangle the gold mine. This causes a little bit of distraction, a little bit of time bought for FoCuS, which he absolutely needs because Shaman aren't too plentiful. And the Raider upgrade is only now in research.
Shadow Hunter spots the Alchemist with the Serpent Wards and Wyvern. He's very strong right now against the Hunts, and he's got the Shaman necessary against the Entangle. FoCuS is waiting for a bit more supply, and then maybe he can take this fight very convincingly, even without the Blade. Here's the Entangle, but we got the Purge against it, and the next Shaman comes out. FoCuS's unit arrival just working out perfectly here to deal with the threats.
So far, so good. End Snare is done as well, so gates are open for Raiders now, and then maybe a little bit of hero focus. I wouldn't mind that, even though there is a Ring of Protection and a parry up on the Keeper, so getting that elk meat is not that easy. In the meantime, the Blade Master does what the Blade Master does best, and cosplays a Gardener. Still no second base up for Kaho.
I like the speed stroll there as well. Oh, next Entangle comes in, and now he has got the mana for the Purge. Oh, this is kind of cool, man. Every time he just barely has the Purge necessary. And the next Shaman comes in as well, so he's got one more Purge, and also Adept Training about to finish. Oh, first mistake here maybe? No, the Purge is there again. Isn't that cool? He got every time all the Purges exactly that he needed.
But Remo, Orc doesn't have mana regen. What can we do with our casters? FoCuS plays this really well. And in the meantime, the Blade Master, man, I mean, he holds this without his first hero. He doesn't need it. He just stands there, waits for the tree to be active, cuts it down, and swats Kaho away like a fly. Really impressive early game by FoCuS.
Yeah, super strong defense here. And the Keeper didn't do much. He slowed down the Shadow Hunters creeping, yes, but also he himself wasn't creeping. Alchemist still only level 2. And, dude, how much of a delay was that on the expansion? This must have been at least 1.5 minutes here where the Blade Master was keeping the Night Elf in check.
And 1.5 minutes plus a little bit more is what you need for a counter expansion. And that's what we get. Kaho still not making a move back. He has one big offense in him, I think, thanks to the Scroll of the Beast. But in the main base, I guess the burrows are kind of protected. FoCuS is also very close by to always react to what FoCuS is doing. But yeah, it's a switch of gears. Wisps are coming. Kaho is getting ready for the fight.
Alright, big commitment. Off we go. Blade Master arrives perfectly in time. Oh, the Scroll of the Beast, of course. That's going to be doing good damage. Perfect time, seemingly, to go for that item to be used. Keeper, though, getting threatened and transfers an item, staffs him out, and the Alchemist is, well, kind of left here now by himself. Could open up a hero kill possibility on the Alchemist. He is pretty tanky. He's surrounded here with a Serpent Ward and Raiders. Staff back in from the Keeper's FoCuS taking a lot of damage. He gets the hero kill, but it came at a price.
A lot of units down. Would love to have another heal wave, but that's not the case. The super tanky Alchemist wiped off the map, but that was all his attention. It went to heroes, and Kaho still has 47 pop-up, just cancels the tower right before it finishes, and also the Great Hall. What a fight by Kaho, and maybe misprioritization by FoCuS. He wanted to force a town portal as early as possible, but Kaho said no and just stayed there. Yeah, cost him a hero, but I guess it was a great exchange, as in the meantime, he could finally untangle his gold mine.
Yeah, super strong timing. 2 upgrades on the Hunts, plus the scroll had so much damage. And of course the Shaman Purge not enough to dispel all of that. Limited mana, no AoE, as we know. So FoCuS, now it's time for plan B. The early counter expansion didn't work, but he knows he's got a bit of room to breathe here with the Alchemist dead, so he may be able to creep the middle. This may be double level 3, and with that it's time to decide to go all in push or counter expand once more. With the peon moving out, I guess that's going to be the call. But that's going to be late.
Yeah, FoCuS has displayed great versatility. Not the all-in pushes anymore, but rather expansion heavy. But even when these not work, he always has this one big push in him. Got a Sobi Mask now, the first real good item.
Look at the mana regen.
It's pretty good. It's pretty really good because he got a Mana Stone on top of that. On the other side, Kaho finds again a Scroll of the Beast.
This is once again going to be very helpful indeed. We'll need that. The thing is, Shadowhunter is going to be crazy strong against the Hunts. He's got... Did he just kill Heal Wave?
No, it's Serpent Wards too.
Ah, okay.
But he used Heal Wave.
Alright, yeah. Should be Serpent Wards too. And it's only Hunters pretty much. We have a slow transition now into Archers, but it still takes some time until they're ready. So the Shadowhunter with the level 2 Serpent Wards and all that mana is going to be very strong against the Hunts. And Kaho is eyeing up the situation. Fighting into a Snake Pit, always a bit dangerous. Great positioning on the Serpent Wards, by the way. Over here, not so easy to snipe by the Archers unless they get behind the trees. Okay, they can reach.
Alright. If there's vision, but there always should be. No Ultra Vision, by the way. Unforgivable. Here come the Wisps. Key unit to the fight. The first detonate was okay. And mana is indeed an issue for FoCuS. 10 supply down, 1 base down as well. This Great Hall shall not fall.
Got a Beast in the front line. Don't want to lose that if you can help it. Heatwave comes in, Mana Stone was used, Kodo Beast still standing there, FoCuS a bit overwhelmed with the micro at the moment, loses the Kodo. With that, the Huntress returns, but the Blade Master's finding kills on the other side. Shadowhunter dropping low as well, the Scroll of the Beast, dude. A double scroll. As Carson sometimes says, there are games where items win the game, and well, this scroll seems to be doing perfect work.
Everything's so low. What's supposed to do the damage? No Serpent Wards no more. Blade Master also very hurt. Everything that might be killed is in Shadow Meld, and the Hunters are just cleaning up the backline. This is definitely the 1-0 for Kaho, who showed great resiliency, great patience, and a great score for him now. 1-0.
Damn, that game for a long time seemed to be looking really good for FoCuS in the mid game. When he was creeping, when he saved all his grunts, when the Blade Master delayed the way that he did, it seemed like he was going to get into a good late game. But then Kaho came in with the timing, the 2-0 upgrades, and the scroll, too much to hold on against. And if the counter expansion gets cancelled, things get rough. Yeah, Scroll of the Beast, you know, in most matchups, not that good, but here, absolutely devastating.
Oh man. Do you know if it's best of 3 or best of 5, by the way?
It should be best of 5.
It should be best of 5.
Oh, wait. Did they switch it up?
Okay. Oh, our Chinese caster colleagues say it's best of 5 as well. Was a little confused because Liquipedia said best of 3, but even the gods of Liquipedia can make mistakes sometimes. I will fix that for you. Easy. Good for us. More games.
Yeah, I think it's because last time Foggy vs. Moon was best of 3, but before that it was always best of 5, so that's perhaps the source of the confusion.
Easy.
FoCuS, I wonder if he's confused. It seemed like he had a great early game, but Kaho came back strong. Kaho, one of the breakout players of last year. and has really cemented himself high up here in the top echelon of Warcraft. As far as his recent results go in TeD Cup, he was able to take second place in TeD Cup 10 2 editions ago. No, first place, excuse me. First place it was against 120. So he's already been up on the mountain.
He wanted to go back, but yesterday Moon was a little bit too strong. At least the bronze medal would be quite something, wouldn't it? The recent results between the two, by the way, they met each other in the group stage already. There was a 2-0 for FoCuS. In TP League, it was a win for Kaho. And in the cup before, it was a 3-5. That's a rare result that we don't get too often. And now the 1-0 lead. And we got 10 gifted subs by Karubik. Are you mad, my friend? It's not even 1 PM and you're sending out the Valentine gifts. Love to see it. Also, Messaman, 17-month resub. Love the TED Cup coverage. Thank you. Arthur's Ninetail with the 9-month resub. Zook, Smork, and Karubik not only gifting 10 subs, but also subbing for 30 months in a row. You, my friend, are a treasure.
Thank you guys very much indeed. It's kind of interesting, right? How the European orcs, Night Elves, excuse me, seem to be playing a lot more Demon Hunter immolation, whereas the Chinese and the Asians in general still seem to be more on the Keeper train. In this matchup, that is, against the Orc.
Yeah, I feel like the Chinese are always a little more conservative when it comes to their builds.
Player's forces are under attack.
Lawlight is definitely one who toyed a lot with Demon Hunter immolation, but for Kaho and Colorful might still take some time.
On the weekend also, we had the NA Little Cup finals with Hitman and Dice. It was a great final, where Dice also played quite a bit of immolation.
God,
Dude, when Carson, in the end, when Hitman won and he played the anthem, it was so funny.
That was amazing.
And also, in typical internet fashion, there were like 2 or 3 non-fun people in the chat were like, oh my god, this is so cringe.
Did you prepare the Russian anthem as well? Did you? Carson had also a great call. There was a lot of heroes dying on last refuge, right? Like 7 or 8 hero kills. And Hitman was about to win the map. And then he overcommitted once again. And Carson was just sitting there. Bro! And then utter silence for 10 seconds because he couldn't believe another throw. Ah, Carson, what a great caster he is.
And that was so funny, that made me laugh super hard. Kaho, he wasn't laughing here. The peon stole the last hit. Huge play. Look at the Blade Master's almost level 2, and the Keeper's lacking the level 2. The level 2 timing is such a big deal, and that's the first big mistake perhaps this whole series by Kaho. The peon was standing there for like a good 30 seconds, and he was like, nah, you're not gonna get this one. But FoCuS did get this one. But now both, again, trying to get that level up. Blade with the Windwalk should get it easy. And gets the slippers as well, perfect item. Takes a bit of damage, but that's what we got the salves for.
Exactly, got 5 of them. I got 5 on you. And yet another steal, man. Stealing Magpie FoCuS with 3 important last hits. That's the way you wanna open a map too after you just lost the first one.
And now we should have the perfect timing for the telestaff, right? Wow, this is a sick early. This is like the perfect early game. Buys a circlet and no staff! Senor, what is this?
Well, maybe he feels like he doesn't need it, but just getting rid of the opportunity of Kaho taking the telestaff would be quite nice. So far, no expansion by Kaho, right? FoCuS is scouting for it, but he can't find anything because there isn't anything.
And the peon scout here being very valuable. Grunts in the main base. Protected. In a moment like this, of course, you also will have to start scouting for APs. FoCuS must certainly know this. The Keeper's also running around. I can't believe he didn't go for the staff. He could have just sold the one salve that he had. He had the gold for it. That does seem like a mistake, but anyways, Blade is in time to find the next camp that is being attempted.
I can't allow another steal. No. You need that level 3 Keeper. Trading some hits now, as someone traded some money for a sub to the Back to Warcraft channel. Thank you, Crazy Meezy. There's lots of love for you two. Less than 3. Man, the Valentine gifts keep on coming.
Thank you guys very much. today is a wonderful holiday. Valentine's. You know what's even better of a holiday coming up next Monday, Neo?
Oh boy.
It's Rosenmontag, baby. Oh, yeah.
So I guess you won't be casting next Monday, huh?
Oh, hell no.
And next Tuesday and Wednesday. That is.
Wednesday I'm back. Tuesday is gonna be no.
That is German Carnival. To you unfamiliar with the situation. And that is a reason to celebrate for a lot of folks in the south. The south of Germany is really weird. Don't mind. FoCuS bought slippers.
Slipper's pretty good. Give me that Agi. Also finds a big heal potion. That's very nice to have. And the Keeper has been successfully slowed down. Plus there's no expansion. This is all a great early game for FoCuS. Kaho still deciding not to try to expand. He's going one base tier 3, which is a variant you can play. But I feel like recently this hasn't looked so strong, but he'll try to make it work still. And this camp actually gave the Keeper level 3. Oh, I didn't think he would get it, but he did. And now he's looking to get something done with his level 2 entangle.
Okay, off we go. Keeper is here. Nice little sandwich by Kaho. Right as FoCuS was approaching the market in the middle, where of course the big item is. Trades an archer for Grunt. So far, so solid for Kaho. And he gets more man. He's playing that entangled timing to the fullest.
One more entangle as well. He's gonna get every single Grunt here, perhaps. Yeah, entangle, acid bomb. Oh, baby, FoCuS. I think a bit too confident after that early game. But he's got the purge. Might be able to save the single Grunt. Should be able to do just that. He's got the salves still. Okay, so one Grunt surviving is way better than all 3 going down. This will help now much more with creeping. The Blade Master is still a beast. Kaho can kill Grunts fairly easily when he has mana, but dealing with a blade is still hard.
Little unlucky. Oh, was that another last hit? Looks like it. Critical strike. Lady Luck is back on FoCuS' side. Oh boy, as the potion. The Madman can't get the Keeper kill. That was a little unlucky. Big potion found and committed immediately, but the army is coming together. Raider now, Shaman now, still Wyvern in the air. And where is this journey going to go now? He must know that there's no expansion, so that changes the game completely for FoCuS. There's no pressure on him up until like 5 minutes from now, maybe, when all the tier 3 upgrades kick in.
Yes, they're gonna take a while. Kaho is very broke. He also forgot about a Moonwell, which is annoying. Slows down the bottom, but perhaps won't be too costly because he has to spend money elsewhere. Anyways, Alchemist though needs levels badly. And of course we see an Archer transition. And 2 upgrades queued in the Ancient of War, so indeed, this will take some time.
Time for our lovely fans to support the channel even further. Impy Dude with 25 monthery just came back from the Camino Portugues, the Portuguese Jacob's path, or whatever it is. Now time for some Warcraft 3 again. Hope you had a beautiful, inspiring time, my friend.
Didn't X-Lord once do that hiking trail?
What?
Yeah, you know, like for meditation and stuff, such as X-Lord is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me, like, either he went there or he wanted to go there, one of the two. Anyways, creepjack time. FoCuS finding lots of kills, but also losing a few units in return. The Wyvern for him, unfortunately, went down, and the Entangle plus the Orb is super strong now against the Grunts. Gonna be another kill as well. Oh, heal wave. Last second save, but only one. Perhaps not a save in the end. Orb of Venom doing great work, as always. But it's all time for the expansion, I suppose.
Alright, it's 2/3 done, and you gotta cross the entire map. Kaho's forces. Oh, that annihilated it. Kaho's forces really limited. He's down to 33. Both players have barely anything to work with except their heroes. Oops, FoCuS. Invul potion? Really? Little butterfingers here.
Yeah. Ooh. That's really annoying. This is probably gonna be an item he's gonna need badly later on against the Entangle, against the double orb, because now the bottom is finally coming. He could rebuy that invuln, but he's kind of broke right now. Hopefully, though, for him soon that changes, because the Great Hall is about to come up.
Question in chat if the Orb of Venom is lethal. No, it's not. Ticks you down to 1 HP. But it stacks, so it's still a very, very good orb with a lot of damage. Bottom is coming for the second orb. Oh my god, that Keeper also. So sick with double claw. gloves, everything he needs. And Kaho knows about that expo now, but a little too late.
Kaho's gonna have tons of damage in this army, but it's gonna be a little glass cannon. He only has 2 hunts in front to block, rest gonna be archers. It might be a good choice for FoCuS to just go run in, speed scroll, and commit to the hero kill. Because like you correctly point out, this keeper has a ton of damage.
Remo said I was right! Only on Valentine's Day, everybody. Shadowhunter creeping level 3 himself. And Kaho seems very patient and no rush at all. Is it a counter expansion at this stage? No, right? Can't be. Bottom arrives. That's a lot of damage now. We have marksmanship up. This is just gonna be archers. We need a lot of mana on these shaman for lightning shield.
And I think items from the shop also going to be hugely important, especially that invuln. And remember, FoCuS earlier on misclicked on the invuln, doesn't have it anymore on the blade. Oh man, this could come back to bite him. But the shop at the expansion is going to be finishing. That's a big deal. He's also got mirror image to get out of entangle. FoCuS fire. There's only 4 peons in this gold mine, by the way. I've been staring at it for half a minute. It's a bit triggering, but we shall get past it. And here we go. This is it. All in by Kaho. If this fails, it's over.
Oh, he needs to find the shaman in the north.
Where's the purge? Oh my god, FoCuS!
Oh, the detons weren't that great either. The Shadowhunter just falling though. And what do you do without the snakes? You can't live with any snakes and the heal wave. Going for a counter focus to trying to trigger the TP, but there should be a SF. No, it's actually working. I didn't expect that really. But my god, that was a huge loss. On the flip side though, Expo still stands.
Yeah, thank god. He needs the tavern rest. He's got the resources, but just barely. With the follow-up attack, Kaho might be able to still win this. Might be. FoCuS, you need that invuln. But I think it's on cooldown, right? Yeah, it is.
It is.
Oh, FoCuS, FoCuS, FoCuS.
Kaho is pretty hurt though, and Alchemist doesn't have much mana. There is not much healing. The Clarity is running, okay, but still, limited heal waves. Invo Potion still on cooldown for a solid 25 seconds. Oh, 34 actually. A little bit of mana regen on the Shaman, but only natural. FoCuS, are you ready this time? Are you looking this time?
Mirror image early, so he doesn't have it to get out of the next entangle. FoCuS on the blade right away. Shaman kept way in the back. Way in the back. Again, purges against the Treants missing. Now he gets it. And he gets level 4 on the blade. That's a big level up at long last.
Gets level 2 on the bottom. That's nice to detect. Because of course you don't need the searing arrows. The Wisps a little bit too late for this attack. Crits everywhere. Mirror image does some damage now, but it's really neglectable. No dispel here, except the Wisps. Gets a crit out. Blade Master in the backline taking great care of archers. Still a Raider available for more lockdown. This is a solid fight for both, and that should favor FoCuS. 2 more archers about to fall.
Yeah, thankfully for FoCuS, he had a very strong Blade Master. Otherwise, this could have gone downhill. But the Blade is really carrying. With the +8 damage, with the severe tankiness that he has, he's got so much damage reduction. Very, very helpful indeed. FoCuS now falling back to quite some damage, but he's got the shop over at the natural. Very, very valuable. And now Kaho's army is all but disappeared. And FoCuS can try to go for the hero kill perhaps again, but he's got more time. Doesn't need to commit in just yet.
Berserker coming for more damage against the Hunt. Big difference as mana is already there. Mana potion available. The next heal wave. FoCuS is waiting for the reinforcement, so is Kaho, but it's a whooping 14 supply lead. For the Korean, he should be able to close this out. There's an Invo Potion on the Keeper. That will be triggered, but no staff, no TP. That should be it. Should definitely be it, as Kaho is once again on the retreat. He's trying to expand on the back of things, but it's way too late. Hex! The crit and he's dead, and he gets it. 1, 2, 3. Go down with me. Potion used to keep the Shadowhunter alive. This is the FoCuS that we were expecting. GG. 1-1, we're down to a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. FoCuS with a couple of hiccups here and there. But that's about it. Hello! Hello? Hiccups here and there, but able to close this out. Maybe we have to. Okay, are we back together now?
Yes!
What the hell? This happened the second time in like 4 days or so.
Yeah, strange. But I think you still heard me, right?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Alright. Yeah, weird. Anyways, good game there by FoCuS. Was tough from the very beginning. Dude, the peon. The peon set it all in motion. One single last hit in the early game can change so much around. And Kaho didn't feel comfortable enough to play the expansion, played one base. But yeah, like I said, this one base tier 3, I haven't seen work in a long time. It seems like the orc kind of needs to mess up for that strat to work out.
Yeah, it's so slow. Like in the end, when it all comes together, it's really powerful. But to get there, it's a long, long, long way. And FoCuS just didn't give him the time at all. And he played it well. Like, except the little fumbly bumbly with that invo potion there. Kept pressure on Kaho. Had some great trades. It's fine if you trade 50-50 more or less. That's all you want until your expansion kicks in.
Yeah. This was almost a game where FoCuS would have smacked himself in the face if he had lost that. That Shadow Hunter loss, that was on. Dude, he was standing next to his shop. He had Shaman around for the purge, and he just stands there. Just stands there and lets him die. That was close to a self tilt, but that was the one big mistake in a game that was otherwise very well played. And yeah, seems like our two players are nicely matched up. And our next match, Concealed Hill, our next map that is. In my opinion, always one of the most balanced maps in the pool. And a map where it's very, very hard for the orc, though, still to slow down the keeper.
Wonder if we see another strategy here with talents. Maybe Kaho, not really a talent player for now. As there is, of course, a good expansion possible as well. Thank you, Pios95 for the 713 sub and Raz for the 613 sub. Much appreciated.
Alrighty, let's jump in. Yeah, Kaho, pretty similar in strategic variety to Colorful. He's been playing standard down the middle for the longest time. He's not so much of an innovator like a Moon, for example, which is, of course, very hard to emulate. So I would expect him more to go with what he has practiced well with, and that would be the Keeper hunts. I've seen him a bit with Immolation against Orc, and Talons especially. Talons being the prime thing here to note. And I feel like he needs more training there still. I feel like the Talons don't suit him so much just yet.
Oh, Remo, are you ready for the hate that's coming from the YouTube comment section towards the sentence you just said? Moon, not an innovator. I said that 2 weeks ago, and the internet, it was wildfire against this one sentence. Moon, not an innovator? That's why they call him the fifth race, you fool. He did the talents. He did the Ancient of War creep. He revolutionized everything. But I agree with you, Moon.
Wait. That's not what I said, though. I said Kaho wasn't as much of an innovator as Moon.
No, didn't you say just like a Moon?
No.
What?
No. I said he's very similar in style to Colorful.
Okay, then you're dead wrong, obviously. As, you know, there's only one big innovator in the Night Elf realm, and that is Lawlight, and everyone else copies from him.
Yeah, and Lawlight never goes out 0-4 in a group stage. That is also very clear.
You know, just because you invent something doesn't mean you master it. That is the big strength of Moon, obviously.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's funny how oftentimes you try to create these categories for players, and you go to great lengths to try to ensure that this is still the case, even if it doesn't always hold true.
In this case, it does.
Alright, fair enough. Peon pull. We'll slow down the creeping here of the Keeper. He didn't put the Ancient of War on the other side, which is kind of weird. If you put the Ancient of War there, you can attack the Peon, you make this harder. And Kaho maybe forgetting about that one, but it's just a couple of seconds in the early game. But then again, a few seconds can be very game-changing. Late Master this time gets a circlet. That's a good start. No more of these rings, please.
At least not yet. Mantle of Intelligence again for Kaho. Very nicely done. This is the norm. This is no level 2 just yet though. As hola. Ancient is still busy here in the north. If he steals this again with a peon, no, not again, right? No, not again. Oh my god, Twitch chat is up in arms against me as well. Screw you guys. Except the ones who are subscribers, I love you.
You can always make Neo happy with money, just like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar to Mr. Krabs actually, now that you mention it.
First archer, gonna go down to the blade here. Pops a speed goal to secure. Almost now level 2. And if I know FoCuS is gonna go to the crab. Creep the crab, get level 2. But then again, the keeper's on the other side. Would love to also snag this away from him. But keeper will get this one nice and early. Giant sea turtle gives a lot of experience. Mantle again, please. No.
He had enough mantles this series, I think. Yeah, this seems to be a little similar to Northern Isles, as in Kaho taking camps away from FoCuS to slow down the Shadow Hunter. I like that preparation for the mid game.
And that's level 2. Oh, thank you, Sithran with the resub. Had to resubscribe so that I'd be back on Neo's good side. Exactly. Just give Neo money and he's gonna love you.
Wow, that's so sad. I love you anyway. If you be nice, if you're sending some nice comments that I'm right, for example, that also helps.
So people should appeal to your greed and your arrogance, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody should.
Okay, good. Good.
Oh, paint me in such a dark light, though.
What do you mean? This is what you said.
It's kind of what I said, but you know.
Neither player has gone for the staff yet. Kind of weird.
Yeah, what
the staff
about
is one of the favorites.
There was the case on Echo Alt as well. Did we miss like a meta change with staffs?
Maybe FoCuS is trying to save money for faster Shaman, faster Wyvern? Perhaps.
That is probably the only reason, I guess. Level 2.5 on the Keeper. He got the crabs and the remainers of the green. So he's getting closer to level 3. And level 2 Entangle was a big weapon on map 2 already. Also on map 1 to a degree. But FoCuS has good vision and... Where's Kaho's Expo? It's not existent, is it?
Oh, is he gonna play tier 3 again?
Yeah.
After it spectacularly failed?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I respect that. He's not a man who gets easily dissuaded by failure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, I guess FoCuS is not gonna give him the gift of a fallen Shadow Hunter this time. Maybe the map layout, this being a little bigger, him having a little more time, goes in favor of that strat? Or he just really likes to play with double or triple Orb of Venom and mass archer damage.
Oh, FoCuS is about to get creepjacked here. Kaho's got the level 3 timing to the Alchemist coming in, and he's got the Huntress at the ready. Perfect timing indeed by Mr. Kaho, and the Zeppelin is so far away. Oh, this could get painful.
How do you get out now? Everything is acid bombed. Shadowhunter in a weird position. Getting caught once again. Closes this around and oh my god. What a caster curse. I told you he will not give him that donation, but he does. Keeper with the after the backstab going for the town portal. Muddy is falling in the end. FoCuS forces the town portal here, but at big cost, as once again the Shadowhunter can't level. And I love the person that calls himself Victiginas because he sends us a €5 donation. Oh shit! Let's give Neo money fast.
You see, it's working. Brilliant business strategies, just like Mr. Krabs when he opened up a second Krusty Krab right next to the first one because he wanted to make double the money.
I mean, we do have a channel called Back to Warcraft 2.
Exactly.
Katka's pipe, kind of okay for the heroes, but more important that FoCuS is not getting this sad item. Level 3 on the Blade Master, big mana potion. immense for Shadowhunter down the road. But yeah, the levels are a huge issue.
Yeah, FoCuS fighting very early here. This looks very confident. Perhaps even a little bit overconfident. But he wants to keep on trading. Doesn't have an expansion coming up this time. And I think as long as there's no expansion, Kaho is kind of satisfied. His tier 3 is coming up soon. FoCuS not going tier 3, not going for an expansion, which is normally what you're supposed to do. When the elf plays one base tier 3, you as the orc should either go expand yourself or go for tier 3. And FoCuS is doing neither, so looking towards the late game, FoCuS might be in trouble soon.
This should be the timing for an expansion that he played on Echo Owls, where Kaho failed to scout that for the longest time. And FoCuS was distracting. But yeah, he's not ready, man. No lightning shields yet for a big push, no levels on the Shadowhunter, and Kaho's just not letting go. Why would he? He has a solid army, didn't lose too much, but he's supply blocked again, Remo!
Yeah, that we saw that happen earlier. Well, at least he can buy the Orb of Venom.
True.
Maybe even a staff. So he's got some ways to spend the money. But healing also pretty low on his side. Moonstone Clarity, he needs it all.
As FoCuS continues creeping for the second consumable, still not enough for the Shadowhunter 3, and Kaho is getting ready for yet another creep check. This is number 3 in a row. First at the lab in the north, then at the red spot, and now here again. Is 40 supply enough?
Who's gonna get the item? Can he steal it? Goes to FoCuS, still entangled. The Purge again late. He's playing with fire here with these Purges, but he gets out, speed scroll, boosts. Didn't lose anything, got the item, which I would say isn't the very best. But anyways, goes for the Emo Potion and wants to re-engage.
With Wisps this time. So far, the detonates weren't the greatest. Now FoCuS is expanding on the high ground.
Oh, that's pretty cool. In the late game, normally, on Concealed Hill, you attack along one of the two paths, on the left or on the right. Once the red camp's gone, there's basically no reason to go up there. It's really risky. This could get scouted and cancelled easily. But it's also pretty cute, pretty smart, because, yeah, there's a good chance this won't be scouted for.
Exactly. The objective there is already gone. Ring of Region on the Blade Master, fantastic. And of course, Kaho is expecting an expansion play on the left-hand side. Nice little ruse. We're going for the Keeper again, who doesn't have a TP. Staff is on him as well. Has to transfer it in a second.
The crit!
Okay.
Kills him off before the staff could be used. Maybe there was a millisecond where the staff could be used. The Ensnare was just wearing off, but the Keeper goes down. That's a big loss. And FoCuS now about to double level up. If the expansion also finishes, this game must certainly be his. And Kaho's one base play is again leaving something to be desired.
Yeah, success. FoCuS can play whatever he wants. Oh no, it's getting scouted! Oh, huge play by Kaho!
That keeps him in the game. If this Xbox finishes, he's definitely lost.
Yeah. Someone who found his way, though, is Exodon TV. 51 month of a sub. Thank you.
I think I still prefer FoCuS' position here, especially because of the heroes. Shadow about to get level 3, Blade about to get level 4. Blade Master items aren't insane, but they're pretty good. In general, it's pretty hard to stack up reliably on Concealed Hill because there's not many circuit camps at all. But there's still a few big ones to go for. The Fountain could still grant him a great item.
Yeah, both fountains still up. Also the natural expansion for Kaho. He got level 3 now, but still waiting on the Keeper. No resources for a Podem. Also Altar occupied for the Podem. All these heroes and revives, of course, a little cheaper with patch 1.35. As Altar heroes were reduced to 400 gold instead of 425. Now, it's
Wait, is the revive also cheaper?
Yes.
Why?
Because the revive formula includes the base gold. Don't ask me for how it's calculated exactly, but yeah. It's a tiny little bit. Like, it doesn't matter too much, but
it's like 5% less, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit.
Good luck, Alchemist. Without anti-air going for the Red Drake, that takes some time. It's not the most efficient play I've ever seen.
only had Chemical Rage. FoCuS going in aggressively, trying to take out the production here. That should work out pretty easy. He's got a TP as well to get out. And this attack is mostly designed to buy time for the Expo, which is still a bit over a minute out.
Big fight, both at 50. No pardon. Is that enough? We don't even have mass archers. Kaho kind of wanted to go for a base race with the Huns, but FoCuS is not giving that to him. Critical strike for 171 on the Keeper. Yeah, better stay safe, my friend.
And the Serpent Wards here are so strong against the Huntresses. That's, of course, where they have their biggest effect against Hunts and also against Talons. And, yeah. Kaho, he hasn't been able to benefit so much from his tier 3. Doesn't have a third hero. Doesn't have archers with marksmanship. Doesn't have any kind of, third hero addition. It's just really the orb that he's benefiting from, which is nice and all, but yeah, this is... I like with this Night Elf army, I'm like, this is not scary.
Unless they go to your main and knock on your door. That's where they really shine. But yeah, you're right. There's not even Wellspring. There's... Except the orb, there's literally nothing you should go tier 3 for. And FoCuS now in a comfortable spot as his Expo will finish. But can he hold?
Again, doesn't have Ultra Vision, by the way.
No, of course not.
Classic Kaho.
Must be some bug in his game and he can't click that button. But yeah, as I said, like Hunts are really good in tearing down buildings, and how do you stop this?
Yeah, FoCuS. Where's the Shadow Hunter? Oh, he was wasting his time over getting towards the shop, trying to get towards the shop. Telestaff here also lacking, and this could be perhaps a raised Raid Hall. Normal damage from the Huntress is pretty impressive, but here's the Shadow Hunter now, back in the mix. But I think now he comes to it, doesn't he? Nope, not really. Goes for the Kodo instead. FoCuS fire upon it, but here also the piercing damage is lacking. Kodo gets away. We've got 2 Kodos, by the way. FoCuS, if he holds here, he wins. He knows that. He's in a great spot already.
Oh, he's hungry. They're really hungry, and this time can't be sniped because the archers are severely lacking. The piercing damage non-existent. Blade Master is chasing down the Keeper. 1 crit after the next. He can heal only for so long. FoCuS has a lot of hurt units. There's the mana potion. There's still heal wave, even though it's only level 1. Needs to do some damage. That's level 4. FoCuS was patiently waiting for the level 2 heal wave to be more efficient. Level 5 now. Loss of a Kodo. All right. But Expo is still up and FoCuS is 10 food ahead. Oh, but Kaho is at 1,000 gold. So maybe can go back to 50 one more time and go for another attack, but looks like a 2-1 for FoCuS.
Most certainly does. The Serpent Wards, again, so strong against the Hunts like we've seen over and over. And the Blade now level 5. Question is, how high can these crits get? He doesn't have that much bonus damage, but still, level 3 crit. He's pretty good. And also the Mirror Image late game for scouting. I like that. FoCuS going to look for an expansion, and if there's none to be seen, he knows he's in the great spot and just needs to play passive and make sure he doesn't lose too much. This would be a good time for reinforced defenses as well, especially now that we see the Hunts running towards the main.
Yeah, that shop will be gone. FoCuS has a town portal, double heal scroll, invul, mana potion. This is a fantastic setup. 3rd attack upgrade for Kaho, but I don't think that will change too much. Another Ancient of War for mass production as he lost the first one. That's of course the reason why he's at a whooping 1,000 gold. But yeah, Kaho needs to play, but FoCuS is shutting the door everywhere.
And now he's on the chase. He's got raiders. Can he get in range for the ensnare? Well, it's going to be entangled first. Shaman lacking a bit behind there, of course, a bit slower. Kaho taking the fight. But the Blade 212 crits already. He's got TP Invo as well to be safe. Alchemist with a heal spray. There's lots of raiders against it. Should be able to get the ensnare off. But FoCuS is so much more. He's just got so much more army. This is an easy fight now for the Orc.
Yeah, I think so too. Even with the back at the fountain, that should be easy. Running out of steam now is Kaho, as no more mana is available, and even he should see that there's only a very, very small slither of hope. He needs a catastrophic fight for FoCuS, and the Korean is not going to give that to him now.
232. Yeah, that's good damage. Kaho has the TP. He's trying to take some sort of a fight here, but oh my god, this is such... the Horde is here! And the horde is overwhelming. Invo Potion use, trying to take out the Alchemist. Transfer TP, transfer Invuln. Alright, Kaho huddling in the last little corner here. But he's taking so much damage. Former Huntress gonna go down. FoCuS can even go for the Drake after. Kaho has to call it GG. And FoCuS with 2 maps in a row. That's the match point lead. And Kaho has to reconsider his strategy. This one base tier 3 doesn't seem like it's the best.
No, especially when you are not going for any tier 3 upgrades except that one orb. That was certainly a little bit of a mistake, but okay, he still has 2 more maps to go. He can still switch it up. For FoCuS, it feels like his coffee is kicking in, doesn't it? Little sleepy on level... on map 1 and the first half of map 2, but then wide awake later on. I approve! This is good gaming. It's a good situation for the Korean for the 3rd place.
Next map, though, is going to be pretty tricky. Twisted Meadows, normally a pretty good Night Elf map in this matchup because it's very hard for the orc to keep track of all the Night Elf expansions. It's really huge. You can expand in many different places. And this is the one map where we see bears also reliably. And if the elf gets to a big bear army, we've seen many orcs struggle with that. So I wonder if Kaho is going to have a better showing here. The thing is, though, this is not a normal Keeper Hunts map. This is a bit weird. This is a bit tricky. This is a map where Moon excels. But I'm excited to see what Kaho does here.
Yeah, I gotta say, FoCuS seems incredible in these fights against bears. So excited to see this unfold. Just as Ruler's sub count, 6 months already. He commented earlier that now repairing the Robo Tinker is also cheaper because that formula is also based on the initial cost. See? Learn something every day.
Wow, sick Tinker buff. That's pretty sick.
If only he had these rockets, huh?
One day. One day.
No. No day. Never a day.
In an alternate universe, you have to remember, in an alternate universe, I am the balance designer of Warcraft 3. What a universe that must be.
Let's say alternate universe. Yeah, that's
Firelord plus 4 agi gain per level. Hell yeah.
We got FoCuS with match points bottom right hand side, going for the Blade Master and going for the Golem Creep.
Yes, sir, indeed. So both players gonna go for a big creep camp first. I think this favors Kaho, though.
Yes.
He's gonna get level 2.3 from this camp. There's tons of experience. And also gonna get the mercenary support. Oh, and he's going Demon Hunter this time.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. You can't play Talons on this map, right? This map is horrible for Talons.
Yep. It's super easy to pick them apart with Raiders and also a high level Shockwave because the map is so open. You can play Demon Hunter Bears, I guess.
Yeah. Could also be Demon Hunter Dryad Expo. Should be one of the two. Demon Bears or Demon Dryad Expo. Alright, the Scouter is going to be a big deal. Can Kaho prevent the pull? If he can, this is going to be a great early game for him. But hard to do that as well. If the Blade Master shows up with Windwalk, can take that out pretty fast. Also...
Alright, let's kick this off. Of course, there's so much to creep on Twisted Meadows, and the Demon Hunter is the master of creeping currently. Let's see how fast he can reach level 3. Went of mana stealing, so, you know, get the mana burn included into this build, and FoCuS on the other side with the Rock Golem trick, both manipulating the AI to the fullest.
Yeah, very nicely done. The grunt opens the way. Oh my god.
Oh,
That was almost a big punish. FoCuS. Wiping the sweat off his brow there. He knows, that could have gone wrong. It works out in the end, and he gets a good item. Lionhorn of Stormwind. Something I noticed the other day. This Rock Golem used to also drop the tome, right?
I don't know. I think
because
so.
Chat wasn't certain about it. But Starbuck confirmed my suspicion as well. I think the Rock Golem used to drop the tome as well, but nowadays it's the High Priest who drops the tome, which is another good change on the map because, you know, it was a little bit too much.
Map makers, huh? They're so good at what they're doing. Shout out map making community.
Like, Chechi also confirms. Thank you, Chechi. You see, he still knows some things, like the Rock Golem and also the pain from Stormbolt.
Not sure if we can trust him, but... Alright, if it's wrong, chat will let us know.
Demon Hunter items, by the way. Not the best, although we know how strong one of Mana Stealing is, of course.
Yeah, against the Blade Master, not that impactful. But later, it's very good for, I don't know, any second hero versus Shadowhunter or TC. Very passive play thus far. Both are focusing on their creep routes for level 3 and above. And Kaho, of course, that expo that you were talking about, his tech quite a bit later because of that second base. But then we'll see Dryad play.
Oh,
Staff.
staff in!
Can
Speed
he
throw
reach?
popped right away by FoCuS. He does not want to fight against this Demon Hunter right now. He's very strong on level 3. And he's still lacking quite a bit for level 3 himself. This looks like a good timing for Kaho. He's utilizing the strength of his first hero with boots and level 3. And behind this expanding. This looks pretty solid by Kaho. But he doesn't have a Hunter's Hall.
Oh, that
But I
worries
guess-
me.
Yeah, there's still some time to go for it though. It's early in the tech.
Another victim for immolation. Not the end of the world, but slows down creeping. And this Blade Master is so hurt. He needs some time. He needs some mana as well. He can't threaten this expansion in the north.
This one most likely is gonna come up, but this FoCuS isn't even expected. Doesn't have a scout out. There's no peon anywhere. So, oh, he's going double bestiary. Yeah, that's a classic FoCuS counter Dryad play. When mass Dryads, then he goes mass Raiders and endless end snare.
Yeah, and that's what makes him so good. Pick his opponent apart, get the end snare, get the kills, move back, heavy speed scroll usage as well. And now Kaho realizes he can't do anything against that altar. Engine of War moving towards a new creep spot, level 4, not too bad. If there's hero focus, of course evasion helps a ton. Now tier 2. And the Hunter's Hall is up, so time for lures, time to creep, time to saturate that base, and for FoCuS, time to level up the Shadowhunter, build these raiders, and then lame.
He's actually going Ultra Vision. Oh my goodness. Kaho has found the button. Ultra Vision. 50
Must be a
gold, 50
misclick.
lumber. Pretty good.
Claws
He's
plus
going for
9.
second as well. That makes sense.
Yeah, on this map. I like that combo quite a bit. If raiders are supposed to come in, you entangle them, you burn them, you kill them. But focus on the opposite side of the map, pull to peon, so counter expansion it is.
Yeah, and Hex first, by the way.
Yeah.
Very good right now against the Demon Hunter and basically everything. But of course later on against the Abolish gonna be pretty useless. I think I like Kaho's position quite a bit right here. FoCuS needs to get something big done. He might be doing just that right now. Blade Master next to the creep. Who's gonna get it? The item probably even more important. Blade gets both! It's Quanthala's boots! Oh baby! And now the damage is online.
Let's go on to the Berserker, the strength of Ensnare showing up immediately. Hex to prevent mana burn and to prevent immolation level 1. Great timing by FoCuS, the perfect timing. And now he's in the position to maybe even threaten the Tree of Life a little bit.
Also at the shop, can he afford some items? Kind of. But also Kaho with an important move. He's heading down south and it's going to be a cancel on the Great Hall. But he probably knows that this also means the own expansion is going to be threatened. But look at FoCuS, he doesn't know about it. He's sending up the Shadow Priest to scout if there is an expansion, and he will spot it indeed, but he can't attack it instantly.
Instant cancel though on his own Great Hall. Do we have a town portal and staffs? And yeah, FoCuS army too weak at the moment. Adds another Berserker, also a great weapon against Dryads.
Player's forces are under attack.
Burrow is coming together. Okay, no big macro mistakes for FoCuS this time. He has a lot of gold to work with. What's he doing with it?
He's sending out another Peon again. He's going to try to expand once more. This, of course, will take some time. And FoCuS has the goal here of forcing a fight for a long time, getting lots of kills, and perhaps even taking out the expansion. How much does Kaho have? 2 Dryads and a ragtag crew of mercenaries. He has to rely on the Demon Hunter here to do most of the work.
No Nature's Blessing. FoCuS, can you just click through it? Not really. He wants to fight. Scroll the Beast, onto the Keeper, onto the Dryads. That would help, of course, with the level 3 Shadow Hunter. There is no TP. The Keeper is just dead.
Yeah, I like that scroll. Scroll speed and scroll the Beast here to go for the Keeper right away. Doesn't have to worry about Entangle now. Perfect usage, I think, here of the FoCuS Fire. And he's also splitting his Raiders. He doesn't want to have them all next to the Demon Hunter. Of course, the Immolation will be doing some damage, but FoCuS is going for the squishy backline instead. I think he's doing this really well, and he's making perfect use of the Scroll of the Beast. And now it's almost only the Demon Hunter left, and perhaps now we can take him on. Oh, but it's still a big bad boy.
Okay, only... Oh, it is level 4. No. Blade Master and Demon Hunter. Go mano a mano. Immolation versus Critical Strike. What's more imbalanced? Shadow Hunter looking fine.
You wave in 2 seconds.
Oh, so close. Everyone loses everything.
Absolute slaughter. There's still somehow 1 Shadow Priest left. And 1 more Raiders are reinforcing in.
Yeah, for FoCuS, of course, it takes forever. He has to cross the entire map. It is a lot of time for his own counter expansion, but Kaho is aware and counters with an Ancient Protector. FoCuS needs a little win here, I feel. Killing the first hero would be a big win, but I don't think he has the power.
Here comes the Keeper. The Entangle now super helpful, but he only has 1 of it at the moment. And snares over and over on the Demon Hunter, and the Raiders chase after the Dryads. Very nice control by FoCuS, I think, but once the Immolation gets in range, it's still a good damage. So is the crit! Demon Hunter, staff, saves him 1 more time. The Moonjuice is bone dry, though.
Kills another one. The Keeper will fall to his grave once again. Nets are flying over and over. That's the 2nd kill. Keeper will never get his hoofs off the ground as the Raiders and the Blade are just cutting these Dryads into pieces. No chance.
Dude, these Quel'Thala's boots have made such a difference.
Yup.
If they had been on the other hero, who knows how this would have gone. But yeah, the Mass Raider style is super fun. It's always so bloody. So many kills. On both sides, in fact. And now the Tree of Life might be going down. Demon Hunter, how much can he do? He's got 2 heal pots. Use 1 right here. But it's basically only him.
No Nature's Blessing still. A little bit of repair. No mana. And that's game, ladies and gentlemen. FoCuS takes 3 maps in a row and also rank 3 in TeD Cup 12. That was a good performance here today and deservedly taking the bronze medal.
Nice play by FoCuS. Once again, he is playing well in the TeD Cup. Like we mentioned, last time he took 1st, this time 3rd. And FoCuS, yeah. I'm quite fond of his playstyle recently, of his level of skill, the highest finishing orc here in our TeD Cup 12. And I'll be having an eye on him in the future.
All right, let's see if he can improve. I mean, he just became a father for the 2nd time just recently. How much time does he have to improve still? But I think he's having quite a good time with the new patch, just like Lawlight has. That means that we have 1 series out of the way, and now it's time for the grand final. Best of 7 between 2 of the greatest players that this game has ever seen. The greatest Night Elf and Moon against arguably the best undead of all time in Happy, and they will clash now. What strategies will Moon play? Is it the rise of the Demon Hunter? Will he still stick to Keeper? Is it time for Mountain Giant's talents? And what's Happy's solution to that? You guys can check out backtowwarcraft.com/support in the meantime of the little break to keep our lights on. You can sub here on Twitch, you can go for YouTube memberships, you can sign up for the Patreon, etc, etc, etc. All that is just a little click away here on Valentine's Day. You can also check out our merchandise. Maybe you need a little late Valentine's gift because you forgot about that and don't want to go for the gas station sushi this time. Or you check out our partners in Holy, Huel, and Oprah GX. You got 3 minutes 30, and then it's grand final time. You're hyped for Happy versus Moon? See you in a bit.